50-year silicone, how long do you think this thing's going to last? It's going to last a lot more than that. But I'll tell you, one of the things we offer that we want to make it mandatory is that every building certification must come from the vendor to you guys as well as the owner and the site address in case the owners change, a minimum 10-year warranty. That'll hold a lot of the vendor's feet to the fire that says, you got to guarantee this, and if I violate this fire escape in the next 10 years, you'll fix it for free. So that's one of the things we've done. We've said, hey, we offer a 10-year warranty. And with that, we also offer a 10 years worth of visit at no additional cost of kind. But nobody else has to offer that, but that's what's sort of setting us aside, because once you fix the repair and you put 50-year silicone, I'm guaranteeing for 10 years, 50-year silicone. Is it sure bet or not? Right? So we think everybody else should be doing that. So, because these fire escapes don't need to be visited every 5 years and, you know, take another bite out of the apple. You fix it once. So this is a live load test. This is one of the few, and again, it's just, you can do it in several ways. Bring wood, stones, lead, bricks, water. And you got to put 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 pounds on a structure and watch it. You know what a passing grade looks like, right? What's a failing grade look like? Right? And that's why load tests are not something that everybody does. But if you can refurbish the fire escape and get it ready for a load test, a lot of times the inspectors take that and say, yeah, if it's ready for a load test, that's a certified repair. So, and a lot of it is just a lot of activity. Okay, so let me go through this is a 7,000-pound truck being used as a weight down the road. And we've got that, the load cell. The load cell to a digital thing, and basically it says 3,000 pounds, you know, so you just keep cranking. And you do 10 stories. Every story has to be, every half hour, change all the things, backup cables, measurements, videoing, photographing. It's a very expensive process. But the load test is the only way to verify this unknown. So if I don't want to drill out the holes, then I got to load test it. And not many people want to load test it unless they do some preventative holes. So prior to load testing that building, we drilled a bunch of holes to verify that it could take the load. This is what the holes look like. That's a lot of destruction. And sometimes the holes are too small, you can't see nothing. But in order to get in there and photograph, this is all photographs with that little camera. You know, you stick that thing through and you start shooting the photographs. This is a pain. The same hole 5 inches away I could have used for a new epoxy bolt. Because this one I have to repack. 5 inches away, I just stick a new 3/4 rod over there and a Hilti, let it cure, then mechanically fasten it back. I've saved the client some money. This is what it looks like inside. So there's a lot of interpretation. What the hell are we looking at? And because, you know, you're inside a wall now. So just Hilti bolt it. That eliminates 3% of your fire escape. That's the unknown. Oh, I got this crap to look at. You know, this is what the place looks like inside, and you gotta. So it's CSI fire escapes. You know, it's a pain. Just duplicate the connection. It's cheaper to the client. Every one of these is $250 or more to deal with this kind of destructive testing. Otherwise, an epoxy bolt eliminates the need. Again, we're back with the test, and you have examples. And again, we built a sample one for Framingham that we're using as a pilot program. You're welcome to take a look at those and see if you like. We'd love it to be not a national, but we want the confidence test to be national. We're working, but it's very difficult. A lot of times, these are growing better from the bottom up on an individual city basis. They're either doing local ordinances to adopt some of these standards, or they're doing administrative rule if it's under the fire department. They do an administrative rule change. Here's your city of Boston. Does anybody here have their own confidence test other than the city of Boston? Well, this is their test, and the only thing that they want you to sign in Boston right now, this part is not there. I put this in myself, which is a little bit of a checkbox, box system. So, but they only want you to say, to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief, the egress components are consistent with the provisions of the Massachusetts Building Code 1028.3, but now it's 101.3. Sign it as a structural engineer, or sign it as a fire escape installer. Sign it and send it in. So this is an opinion test with disclaimers. So whatever I don't see and I don't know about, I don't know. So here's a criteria to repair a fire escape. You take our name out of the top. Put this in the informational bulletin. And what's it say? Here's how you fix, ready? It's a very long document here, but what it says, take a connection, remove all the rust, prime both sides of the connection, put it back together. If possible, inject silicone in it, put a new bolt. Don't weld it, because it might have lead. That's the extent of the repair procedures guidelines. And that applies to everything else on a fire escape. Railings, treads, supports. So, but we have it broken down, including the weight balance system. So we'll gladly give you this as an informational bulletin and just keep it on your document somewhere that says, if anybody says, well, how do I fix it or how do I inspect it, use these as just informational guidelines. Okay? Even talks about the welding. Just so you know, I'm not against welding. I know how to weld. But welded fire escapes don't last in the United States because after they weld it, guess what they don't do it to it?